What do you think will happen to the property prices in the next few years? I'm very excited to share with you something that I've not seen or heard anyone share before. Wow. Will the property prices continue to grow like the past 10 years? If you have not watched my video on peacetime, check out here. So we're going to look at some data and numbers. This is a research and data gathered by SingStats, DBS and URA. It says that the property prices have outpaced household income growth in recent years. And it is suggesting that further increases in property prices are unlikely without faster income growth. Today, in 2024 to 2025, HDB upgraders purchasing new launch condos are only at about 22% compared to the past 50%. As many of them are being priced out of the new launch market, the HDB upgraders are likely to look into resale properties. Don't say I never give you tips. Check out all my videos on resale condos. Now you can see that the median price to income ratio is at 14.6 now. This exceeds the past 23 years, which is at an average of 13.6. You can see the cycles of up and down. Now we are at up. What will happen in the next cycle? This is the data for the property prices in the same period. And you can see that each time when the property price was at its peak, the price to income ratio would also be at its peak. Now that the property prices are at its peak, what will happen in the next cycle? This is showing you the breakdown between different regions, OCR, RCR, and CCR. It is showing you the median price to income ratio for 2024 as compared to the average for the past 10 years. You can see that for OCR and RCR, we have exceeded the past in terms of price to income ratio. And for CCR is slightly below the average. This means that there might be some room for CCR properties to grow. Since we are comparing the span of 10 years, we will look at a new launch in 2025 to 2026 period. Stars of Kovan is in the OCR area launched in May 2016. And this is in District 19. The prices for the 3-bedder is at an average of 1.366 million. Fast forward to November 2024, this is the latest launch in OCR District 19. And this is Chuan Park. And the average price for 3-bedder is at 2.573 million. Next, we're going to look at RCR area, District 12, Gem Residences, launched in May 2016. The average price for 3-bedder is at 1.418 million. Fast forward to January 2025, the latest launch, The Ori in District 12 RCR. The average price for 3-bedder is at 2.725 million. By the way, we are comparing all the 3-bedroom premium at 1023 square feet. Next, we'll look at CCR District 9, Sophia Hills, and this was launched in end 2013. In fact, the market was still relatively high at that point. Fast forward to November 2024, District 9, CCR, this is the latest launch in this area, The Collective at Sophia. And the average price for 3-bedroom premium is at 2.914 million. In 2015, the median household income was 8,666. Fast forward 10 years later to 2025, the median household income is at 11,297. And this means that about 50% of the households earned below this amount. Over a period of 10 years, the median household income has only grown 30%. Now, we're going to compare with the property growth for the past 10 years. Taking the example of District 19 OCR, in 2015, the property was 1.366 million. 10 years later, it is now at 2.573 million. That is an increase of 88%. The income needed in 2015, taking into account that TDSR was 60%, the LTV was 80%, and the mortgage floor interest rate was at 3.5%. You needed a household income of 8,178 to buy a 3-bedder premium in the past. Fast forward 10 years later to 2025, you will need a household income of 16,749 just to buy 3-bedder premium at OCR District 19. The income gap is at 105%. Next, we have RCR. Over a period of 10 years, the property has increased 92% based on District 12 RCR example I've given earlier. The household income needed in 2015 will be 8,490, but the household income needed now is at 17,740. This is a huge income gap of 109%. Next, we have CCR. Over a period of 10 years, the increase in property price is at 58%. And the income gap now is at 71%. So you can see that the property prices have far outweighed income growth. So what does it mean for you? Number one, those who could afford a 3-bedroom premium in the OCR and RCR areas 10 years ago can no longer afford a 3-bedroom new launch today. Number two, those with medium household income, which is close to 50% of the households in Singapore, have been priced out of the new launch 3-bedroom market. Number three, the top 10% household income is at 34,000. There is no data for top 20%, but based on the price to income ratio for the top 20%, which is 80% percentile, it is estimated that the top 20% household income is around 22K or above. This means that your household income needs to be around top 25% in order to afford a 3-bedroom premium in today's new launch market. Number five, for HDB upgraders, only 22% bought new launch as compared to 50% in the past. Since the price to income ratio is at its peak, who is going to buy if the new launch prices continue to rise rapidly? Only a small percentage of people can afford. The supply will then be high, whereas the demand will be low, and this will in turn prevent the property prices from going higher. As a result, there are two things that could happen in my opinion. Number one, the government adjusts the ABSD for foreigners to buy. Though it has never happened in history, in my opinion, it is not unlikely. If the focus is always on the GDP of the country, then we Singaporeans are not the main concern. Foreigners will be their concern because they want more foreigners to come in. So for properties to have sustainable growth, they need to adjust the ABSD so that foreigners can come in to buy. If this doesn't happen, then the new launch prices for the next few years must remain stagnant or have minimum growth in order for the income to catch up. Since the price to income ratio is at its peak, it is unlikely that we will see growth like the past. It's going to remain stagnant and stable. This means that it's going to be exciting for the resale condo market because many have been priced out of the new launch market, including HDB upgraders, and they are looking into resale properties. And when there are more and more demand for the resale condo market, guess what will happen to the resale private property prices? This is the comparison between the new launch and resale condo prices for the past 10 years, 2015 to 2025. And you can see that there's a huge price gap between resale condo and new launch market. I believe that there's going to be a shift in the real estate market in Singapore where the resale property prices will rise faster than the new launch market. So if people keep asking you to buy new launch condos, you might want to ask a different kind of agent. I will see you in the next video.